All right, welcome to Success Stories. I'm your host, Yaw Owusu, and today we have with us Samuel Fordjour. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you, man.
Right, so Samuel is an electrical engineer from TI. So just tell us a little bit about your journey. How did you get to TI?
So, I think I did my undergrad in Ghana. So, in the third year, we had the opportunity to come here for and kind of like a director study. So we had a semester here, and then I did it at Texas A&M. Then afterwards, we went back to Ghana to finish school, and then afterwards we did our service as a TAs, and then we came back. But the idea was there was a program with TI and Texas A&M and then K University. They were trying to create diversity in the company. So what we were doing is they're trying to get some people from Africa who are interested in analog design. That's what I do.
Cool.
So that's the first new year as we start electrical engineering. So it makes the class so competitive. By God's grace, me and my three friends were able to come, and then that's how I ended up at TI.
Okay. So were you in high school when you came here, or were you like done in college in Ghana and then you came here?
So this was in college, the third year in college, my junior year.
Okay. So when you came to Texas A&M, did you take some courses, or how did it work?
So we need to take I think 2 classes, economics and one introduction to VLSI, that's very large scale, very large scale IC design, something like that. I forgot.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Okay.
But yeah, so we take those 2 classes and we have to do a research under an advisor. So that was what we did. And based on your performance, you get to come back after your final year in Ghana. So I did my final year, first semester here. Went back to Ghana to finish my undergrad, and then I had 1 year of national service, and I was a TA for a year. Then I came back.
Okay. So like, what courses did you have to take?
When I came here?
Yeah. So just both in Ghana, like your whole college career.
It's different. The college experience in Ghana is different.
Yeah.
Compared here.
Yeah.
Here you have the flexibility of choosing the classes that you want, and you have to do some classes that's peculiar to engineering, but you can go either way where you want. But in Ghana, we have been trained to mostly be employed by the ECG, as electrical company of Ghana.
Mm.
So all our classes are all power focused. In electrical, you have the high power. These are the lights.
Yeah.
And then the electronics, which is like the communication, the small signal they call it. So in Ghana, as I'm saying, there's not much IC. At the time I was there, there wasn't much there. So we are all trained for electrical power stuff. So it'd be power instrumentation and all those kind of stuff. There's high power and stuff. We had a class called semiconductors. That was an introduction to what I'm working on here now.
Okay.
And so it tells you about what you do, fabrication and all those stuff. At the time, it was vague, because in Ghana it's just what is in the book.
Yeah.
Or that the lecturer gives you. Because it's not like we have a book; it's just a handout that is given. Right?
Okay.
So the lecturer will give you what he thinks is beneficial for you, and then you base on that to understand what the course is. And it was a good one. It was a good introduction. After all, we did like linear electronics. I'm trying to give the course that's peculiar to what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
So linear electronics is application of all the electronic stuff. So amplifiers, comparators. We're introduced to that. But it's in the class is too big, so
Yeah.
you don't have the experience. You don't get to go to much lab. We had a few labs, but the experience is quite different in Ghana. So those are the classes that's peculiar to what I'm doing now.
Yeah. So when did you know that you wanted to become an electrical engineer?
That's an interesting question. I've heard a couple of people say that's my interest, but
Yeah.
for me, I would not say that because it wasn't my interest at the time. In Ghana, we have, after high school, you get to choose the course that you want to do. You choose it before the results come.
Yeah.
So I thought I was smart in high school, so I chose medicine. Then I chose electrical as my second choice, and I chose petroleum as my third choice, and petrochemical as my fourth choice.
Yeah.
So it came. I had I not do so much. I not do well. I think I had 6 A's and 2B's.
Yeah.
But at that time, that year, I think it was so competitive, I could not get into medicine.
Yeah.
So the second choice was what was given me, which was electrical. But I think my dad is a teacher, and he always tries to tell me to strive best at whatever I'm given.
Yeah.
So I think electrical was what was given, so I had to excel in it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So it wasn't my interest. It was
Yeah.
just given it, and I tried to do well in it.
Yeah. So I feel like the Ghana process is different, right?
Yes.
So you said in Ghana, like, you couldn't get into medicine, so they
Yes.
gave you electrical engineering.
Yes.
Like, can you explain that for the whole process?
Okay, so we in the final year in high school, we write WASP. So it's all it's us and I think Nigerians. All the high schools we write like this exam for the 8 course that you're taking. I'm a science student, so it's chemistry, biology, physics, elective maths, core maths, English, social studies, and then I think integrated science.
Yeah.
So you have to do so well in this for you to get to the highest of the highest, or what you want to do in college.
Yeah.
So and then the highest, I think the medicine, which is like doctors, is that's the highest rank based on what you can get into in Ghana, because you have to get at least, I think it's very competitive, 8 A's, and you have to get at least all A's for it to be competitive.
Okay.
So based on what you write the exam, then you go back home and wait for I think a semester or 6 months for the results to come.
Wow.
But you have, as you're waiting, you have to also apply for school. So you don't know your result, but you apply to get into what you think you. So it's like you are making inference of how you did in the exam.
Wow.
So yeah, so I thought I did well, so I chose medicine. That's the
highest rank.
The highest rank.
Yeah.
Then I chose electrical. Then I chose petrochemical. You cannot miss it. You cannot choose medicine as the fourth. Obviously, you will not get it.
Yeah.
The highest rank. So you are going down how your grade is giving you. So you choose the best, and as you go down, you know what you can get.
Yeah.
So that's how it is in Ghana. I think it's still same, but so there's another choice. The other choice is you go as a fee paying, and you not get a reduction as a that you have to pay. So you have to pay more to be given medicine, like the course that you want.
Yes.
So I'll have to have paid more for medicine, but I did not like it. I was like, no, I don't want to put that much strain on my brain, so I just stick with electrical.
So when you started doing electrical engineering, did you fall in love with it, or initially also like, man, maybe I want to stop doing this and go back to something else?
It's really interesting. So electrical engineering in Ghana. So KNUST has one of the best electrical engineering school in Ghana. So what happened is you have all these people who initially, like me, wanted to do medicine.
Yeah.
So they all did not get medicine because they did not get maybe an A in English, which was my case. I got a B in English. And so like all of them chose electrical as their second choice. So you have all these smart people in your class.
Wow.
So I remember the first, I think basic the first introduction was basic mechanics. So I was standing when I finished high school, I was helping my aunt in the store.
Yeah.
So I was just selling clothes and trying to get people to buy her stuff.
Yeah.
So I did nothing about study. So I was like so rusty when I came back to school. So I come back to school and then the class was so big. I could not come in early. I was standing there waiting, and the teacher is just talking, and he's talking about tangents. So I mean the cosine, sine, and all those trig. And he write tan 45. Tan, like those numbers like before. If I was asked in high school, I would be able to give that because those are known numbers.
Yeah.
So, and I was so rusty. Like I remember one guy was just giving the numbers. As soon as you put tan 45, he was giving the numbers. I was like, oh shoot, wait, will I be able to survive in this class? Like it was really challenging.
Yeah.
Like the first day at least, I was like, man, I can't just go to class and hope it turns out to put much effort into it.
Yeah.
And as I said, my dad always pushes me to do my best at whatever I'm given.
Yeah.
So I think it was a nice challenge to embark, but it was really, really a challenging one.
Yeah.
Because you are not the only smart one there. Everyone is smart.
Yeah.
Probably you are good at this, but someone is even better than you in that course.
Yeah.
So it was challenging, but it was worthwhile because we were told that the first 3 people would get a chance to come to the States.
Yeah.
So that was a good reward for our effort. So it was like, let's get on this.
So I feel like you did it because like you felt based on what your dad told you that you had to do it.
Yes.
So initially, did you not have a love for it?
So I think my love for electrical grew throughout the course, right?
Mm-hmm.
But initially, I would not say I loved electrical.
Yeah.
I didn't know about it. I just chose it because it was just the next round one.
Yeah.
I don't like electrical. I would not be dreaming about electrical engineering.
Yeah.
I was thinking, for me, I always wanted to challenge myself, and I thought like because medicine was ranked first, that's the highest I can push myself. So I wanted to get medicine.
Yeah.
I don't think I love medicine.
Yeah.
I just want to challenge myself. That has always been my idea.
Yeah.
But I think was because I was really introduced to a lot of stuff. I think stuff that you're doing now,
Yeah.
I think it's going to help a lot of people because you are exposed to a lot of things available in a particular field of study.
Yeah.
I don't have that in Ghana.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to do what is the most difficult one at that time. So it wasn't that I love electrical at first.
So now, as an electrical engineer, what exactly do you do?
Okay, so I think I mentioned it in earlier.
Yeah.
There's 2 big classes of electrical. So the high power one, those that gives lights and all those stuff, and then the small signal or the electronic one.
Yeah.
So those are for communication. So it's like the stuff that makes our phone work and stuff. So for me, I think I'll be able to say much about what I'm doing now because for me, I'm on the lower side. So I'm at the electronic side.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things you can do in electrical engineering. There's so much. Like every field needs, no matter the innovation, you need electrical engineering.
Yeah.
So you can find opportunities at the places that uses like churches. You can find places there. You can find places at a bank. You can find opportunities at the drills in the seas, petroleum and stuff. So like there's a lot of opportunities. But for me, I specialize in analog design.
Mm-hmm.
So I do integrated circuits. Those are the stuff that makes your phones work, your computers work. So I designed that at the basic, at this basic. So you need that chip for this. It has a lot of chips in here.
Yeah.
So I don't design the iPhone, but the things that makes the iPhone work, the basic stuff that makes the iPhone work, I will probably be introduced to that.
Is it like the board or something like that?
So the board will have components that I probably design.
Okay.
So I go to the base. So the board needs stuff for it to work. So the board, and then the board is just a place for holding the components that will work, right? So the various components. That's what I do. So I go very, 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 like, if there's a scale, I'm like at the bottom here.
Okay. I mean, but your part's what makes the phone work. So
yeah.
That's your job. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what does your day-to-day look like? Like when you first go to work, like what do you do?
Okay, so I work at it's a Texas Instrument. So my role, there's a lot of various roles. So we have the system guys, we have the designers, we have the test and validation, and then we have the marketing. So I'm at the design. So the system guys will define what we have to design. So we go talk to customer. Like we need to move this thing from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Also, they can. Then we'll be able to help with this small solution. So they were like, we need this, we need that, we need these particular specifications for this to work. So then they come to us, and then we were like, maybe we'll try. We go try, and we go design it, and then we will be like, I think you're pushing it too much. This is how far the technology we have at the time can do.
Yeah.
So it's a back and forth with the systems, and they interface with the customer. So back and forth with the systems and us, and then we come with a good solution. Then afterwards, so when I say solution, all this design is based on a computer. I just you come to me. I'm always at the front of a screen, a glass screen, where like I'm connecting wires, just drawing stuff, running simulations because the process that I'm doing is like it's mostly statistical.
Wow.
You cannot really define that. Oh, I want to draw this wire or this because it's really really small.
Yeah.
So we have to account for a lot of stuff. Or if the wire is this small, will it affect my operation? So I run all these cases and see, oh, this design is optimal for this particular solution that we're trying to provide. So after that, we send it out. So my part is what the system guy gave me. I build it, then it's sent out to get it fabricated. So this was on computer. I run all my case studies and make sure that everything is okay. Then I need to get a physical one to test it because that's what the customer will use.
Yeah.
So it will come back from fabrication. I'll have to help the test guys. Oh, this is how you have to start it up. This is how you have to do. This is what you need. So that's the first phase.
Yeah.
If we need to do a new revision, then we have to come back to me.
Yeah.
Then I have to tweak it, make some changes. Then we finally send it out. Then it will get to the customer space.
So apart from working on phones, you guys, because I remember I think last you saying that you were working on something with a car.
Yeah. Or when I say phones, I don't really. My product that I'm working on, it doesn't get into phones.
Yeah.
I'm in an automotive group, so our part it goes into parking assist. So it's ultrasonic sensing. So we send a sound, we receive the sound, and analyze how far the sound is from an obstacle. So this is using when self-driving cars.
Yeah.
So if you can, I think Teslas can now you can just key in, or if there's a free spot park.
Yeah.
So you have to go in and it uses these sensors to see if there's a car closer to me or further from me, and then it shows that it doesn't hit the car.
Yeah.
Also, when I'm driving and I want to change lanes, lane departure stuff. So when you are changing lane, if there's a car, you hear beep 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 beep.
Yeah.
So my part will do is to send a sound. If there's a car, to reflect, and so you can see that this is the how fast the sound came back. It means that there's an obstacle to allow you to turn. Yeah. So those are the stuff that I do. So it just lane departure, and it can get applied to a lot of stuff. It can be used in the industrial setting when you are trying to I want to fill a cup or a bottle with water.
Yeah. So
I need to detect if there's a bottle before I let go of the liquid.
Yeah.
So then it will send a sound if there's how fast the sound is from. If it detects the object, then it will allow the water to flow. So those are the stuff that I do. So my stuff is like automotive and mostly industrial.
That's really cool, man. I mean, like growing up, I thought the only thing that T.I. did was to calculate it. Yeah. So when I met you, man, somebody in the car, like, what you doing, man?
Oh, T.I. does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know before. So what are the benefits of working for T.I.?
I think T.I. is it gives a lot of opportunities. As I said, there are a lot of roles, right? As a designer, I can change my role to be a system guy. It will not be easy, but T.I. will be like, okay, yeah, I think you can try it.
Yeah. So
they don't limit you. They will want you to explore the best that you want to be, and also there's a good family life balance. Like if there's something happening to me, I can just say, oh, can I work from home because I cannot come today. I had my knee playing soccer, so I had to work from home, and I'm allowed to do that. But I'm not like some professions. I don't think it's possible. If you have to interface with a patient, they cannot say I had my knee. So those are the stuff, and then have a good manager, have an understanding manager, so it makes everything fun.
Yeah, and also I think you're in a PhD program, and they also support you with that. So, how does that go? How does that work?
So,
like you have to pay something, or they like covering your whole PhD program for you?
So, I think there's an allowance for the PhD program. So, I think they give an amount for a year. So if you're within that, if you're within that amount, you don't have to pay. You just pay, and then they refund you. And you have to get it at least. You have to get. They don't want to just waste their money, right? So you have to get at least a B plus or something. Let's see, I forgot the thing. So you want to. So they are trying to make you get to the level you want to be. They don't want to limit you, and I think it's fun. You can go to school, go to work, you're getting money, and also getting the education that you're paying for. So that's also a good benefit.
So do they have like things with certain schools that you could go to, or go to any school?
You can go to any school. That's not limited. All that you have to do is, how to get a graduate level. You have to write the GRE and all those stuff.
Yeah.
So that one, they won't take care of it. After you get accepted, then you'll be like, I'm taking this class this semester. Then but the thing is, your boss has to approve of it because you cannot overload yourself. I cannot take more. I mean, I can take more, but I'm taking only one class a semester. But I think that's the best I can do. The PhD is longer. This is a part time. But at least I'm getting my money's worth. I'm not paying it. They're paying for it.
Yeah. So you do it based on your work schedule.
My work schedule, yes.
Okay. So based on where you are in life right now, right? If there's one thing you could undo, what would you undo in your career right now? Or just anything.
Anything.
You just went back and made sure that you study more to get into medicine?
No, I think I like where I'm at. But I think one thing I would do is take all my classes seriously. In Ghana, it's different. Like you can just cram it. You can just study it for the night because it's only handouts.
Yeah.
So if you just study the handouts, you can pass the exam. But that's not enough. You need to understand the course. If it's on your certificate that you've done this course, you need to know almost everything about it.
Yeah.
I think I would have pushed myself in that aspect. I really wish I had learned more programming.
Yeah.
Electrical engineering we are introduced to programming a little bit in Ghana.
Yeah.
I don't take it as seriously.
Yeah.
I'm having to relearn stuff that I could have learned in Ghana.
Yeah.
So programming and being not limited to what I'm being taught in class based on the handout, being able to research. And I think I want to put things like there wasn't much internet in Ghana.
Yeah.
At the time, we just used it to download movies and
so
that was okay. But there's a lot out there. No matter the course that you're taking, you can get YouTube videos. That's what I use for my mostly for my master's because some of the courses they were making reference to stuff that I've studied in Ghana which I had forgotten. So to get refresher on those, I just watch YouTube videos and it's really good. Like there's nothing that you can't find on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So I would say, if you want to be an engineer, just put yourself out there. Just try stuff. You don't have to be an engineer who doesn't know how to open the phone, open the laptop. You need to get your hands steady. It comes with experience. You cannot just. It's one thing saying, I design stuff in the car, but you need to be able to make sure that it's working also.
Yeah.
You need to know how it works and how it interacts with other stuff. And also, one thing is, engineers are sometimes weird. It's so hard to express ourselves in companies of people who are not engineers.
Yeah.
So I would say also try to build that relationship with people that are not engineers so that you don't find yourself just trying to say something that you think is this. I remember I came when I was at A&M.
Yeah.
We were playing. I had just come from Ghana. I don't know Chaliwati. It's flip flop. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I think we were playing charade. And I picked a flip flop. And I have to give words. I forgot. I was just trying to give words. And I was like, flip flop in electrical engineering is like it stores 1 bit of memory.
Yeah.
So I was like, this thing stores 1 bit of memory. And there was an electrical engineer around me. Like, what? Later on, I showed them flip flop, and they were like, "Wait, Sam, what were you trying to describe? I don't know flip flop was this." So that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to get exposed to stuff outside of just engineering. It makes it easy.
Okay. So, if there's one advice you would give to anybody, right? Let's say a high school kid trying to go to college, or even just your kid in the future. Like, if you give them one advice about life or anything, what one advice would you give them?
believe in yourself, because that's what has carried me along. My dad always believed in me when I did not, and I left home. I was staying with my aunt, and I was teaching myself everything, even the math. So if they're giving the homework and I cannot solve it, and I'm getting it wrong because there's no one going to look over it, but I make sure that yes, I know I'm getting it right. I believe that it's going to be right, and it was something that was instituted in me by my dad, and I blame my dad for this. So I think believe in yourself and trust God.
Yeah.
God will lead you to where He wants you to be.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, I think your dad made a big impression in your life.
He did.
Yeah. That's it, man. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.